Hey you, hope you're well. My name is Nikki DeForest and welcome to my channel. Have you ever watched a film and learned a lesson from it or maybe got something very spiritual from it? That happened to me recently. I was watching or re-watching Eat, Pray, Love. I hadn't watched it in a while, and when I watched it again, it really struck me differently. And I learned a lesson about releasing attachments to relationships or situations that no longer serve us. So let me explain. The character Liz in the film, she goes to an ashram in India and meets a friend named Richard. And Richard is watching Liz go through kind of this internal upheaval. She's got a lot coming up, but she's doing a lot of meditation and just issues are coming up. So he takes her out for a soda and talks to her about it, lets her open up. And Liz is telling Richard about how she misses her ex-boyfriend and Richard's response is, "So, miss him. Send him love and light and drop it." And I was like, "Oh, that's beautiful." It's a beautiful lesson in detaching from kind of these bonds and this baggage, as they used to say, that we carry through our lives from either people, relationships, or even situations that really impacted us that we continue to carry, bringing them up and keep bringing up that lesson in our stuff. We haven't released it because we're still thinking about it. We're still talking about it. Like in the film, Liz is still kind of reliving that relationship. She's still kind of energetically connected to that relationship because she keeps thinking about it. She hasn't released it yet. And that's the lesson that I learned from watching Eat, Pray, Love this time. It's kind of taking that wisdom that the Richard character shares and using it to kind of detach from our baggage. So let me say it again. Richard says, "So miss him. Send him love and light and drop it." So I've been doing that in my own life. Um, I've been kind of, I guess, carrying baggage. I keep saying that. That's what people used to say back in the day, that we all have baggage that we're carrying around. And that's really what this feels like. I was carrying baggage from an old boss who wasn't very nice, wasn't very helpful, kind of one of those typical bad bosses. And I was still carrying around that heavy energy. I was still thinking about this person. I would still get triggered. I'd be bitter and I'd be angry. And it's not serving me anymore. So I took that bit of wisdom from Eat, Pray, Love, love and light, drop it. And every time I would think about this bad boss and every time I'd get triggered, I would just take a breath and send love and light, and then I'd drop it. It's a beautiful lesson in releasing attachments, whether it's to people and relationships or to situations, it doesn't matter. It works. It works for just getting them out of our lives, getting them out of our thoughts, getting them out of our hearts by just releasing that attachment. It's a beautiful practice, and I love films. I do. I love films. I am much more of a movie person than I am a TV person. I don't watch a lot of television these days, but I definitely watch a lot of films. And because I have this love for films and also, as you can tell by my channel, I also have a love for spirituality. One of my very early videos, I think it was like maybe video number 5, I did a video about how I was trying to manifest more like mindful and spiritual entertainment options. And as I found with like rewatching an older film like Eat, Pray, Love, they're out there. there are mindful and spiritual entertainment options out there. It's just not as many as I don't know, recognized before. So that leads me to who I'm highlighting today. Because in each one of my videos, I highlight someone who really inspires me. And I recently found a list by an organization called Spirituality and Practice. They have curated a list of spiritual films. Let me read this real quick. Their list is called the most spiritually literate films of 2021. And it includes all different kinds of films, just like regular fiction films. And some of them are documentaries and all different genres of films that are spiritually literate. And I love this list. I'm so very excited. One of the films on the list from 2021 is Encanto, and I have not seen it yet. Encanto is a animated film, and it's on the DVR. I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm very excited to kind of get started on watching this list of spiritually minded films. So I will leave a link below to that list, that curated list of spiritual films, just in case you're like me and maybe don't like all that murder, death, kill, revenge, horror. If you don't like those genres and are honestly looking for something a little softer, a little more mindful, a little more spiritual, I'll leave a link to that list below and we can kind of start watching them and just enjoying something a little more gentle on our energy field, or however you want to say it. I really do love film and I love spirituality. It's kind of like at that crossroads of spirituality and entertainment is where my heart lies. So if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy talking about spirituality and films, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to add maybe more of these videos where I've watched a film and I talk about the spiritual based practices or the spiritual impact. I would love to do that if you're up for it. So again, please let me know in the comments if that's something you are interested in. As always, I am so grateful for your precious time and your beautiful energy. And until the next time on Exploring Spirituality, I love you. Be well.